Om Dehatitaya Namaha.
So, Deha, Atita. Deha means body. Atita means beyond. Beyond the body. Body, we say, I know Swamiji. Beyond body, what? Like I also knew bed and bath. Beyond, I did not know what is that. Bed and bath we know, but what is beyond? That you are efficient in that. You may know. And I don't want to know. Here, Deha, not just the physical body. There's a Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira. 3 bodies. So beyond the 3 bodies is that. So one who has realized the self, he is Dehatita. He is beyond the body, the mind, intellect, and the vasanas. When one is beyond that, what will be his thoughts and feelings when he is expressing here? When he is expressing through the BMI, what will be his feelings? What will be his thoughts? That Shankaracharya gives so beautifully in Atma Bodha. This is where we stopped last class. What is that verse? Oh, Swamiji, you did not tell? I thought somebody will go and check and then find out. Anybody found? What is the verse? Oh, that is that's Vivek Shuramani. So the saints move like spring. Shanta, Mahanto, Nivasanti Santaha, Vasantavat Lokahitam Charanta. That is Vivek Shuramani. This is Atma Bodha. In the Atma Bodha, the teacher gives, Adi Shankara says, Dehanyatvat. Dehanyatvat Name Janma Jara Karshya Layadayaha. Shabdadi Vishayaihi Sangaha Na. Why? Nirindretaya cha. So Dehanyatvat. Deha Anyatvat. Anya means something other. I am something other than the body. When this realization dawns, then what feelings come? Name Janma. I have no birth, no birthday. Now I can very easily tell I have no birth, no birthday. Why? Just got over something. Not that. You should always feel you are not born. You are not born. The body is born. If you think you are born, then what? Huh? On the tombstone, what is written? Born, gone. Isn't it? See, you are killing yourself. But I am about the birthday celebrations, how we glorify and make us feel that you are born. From the childhood, parents, and we also when we were children, we used to 3-4 months earlier, we start reminding uncles, aunts, my birthday is coming, my birthday is coming, they may forget. Therefore, you want to remind. So we have been asserting, I am born, I am born. Nobody told us you are not born. Imagine from the first birthday onwards, you start telling your baby, you are not born, baby. First birthday. Which parent does? So, all parents are very good in injecting ignorance, avidya, kama, karma, feeding with avidya, kama, karma, and then blame the children. Why are you behaving like this? Why, mom, you fed me like that. Dad, you fed me like this. So I am fed up. Isn't it? So, Dehanyatvat Name Janma. No birth for me. Jara. Jara bhi nahi, not that way. Jara means gerontology. What is gerontology? Old age. I will not become old. This we all want. I am born We will say, but I don't want to become old. How is it possible? If there is a birth, there will be growth. Then there will be disease, decay, death. Karshya. Karshya is the most. Karshya means senility. How many of you enjoy talking to old people? Especially senile. It's not easy. Same thing they'll be repeating to you every day. Would you have the patience? No. My own personal experience. One person used to call me almost 3-4 times a week. And luckily I had speakerphone. So first in the beginning he asked me a question. I was so happy, Vedanta question. I was left answering the question. Later on I found out he is not ready to listen. He wants to talk and then he wants me to listen because nobody else to talk to. Once I discovered that, so I never used to say anything. And then I put the speakerphone on and allow him to talk and then I'll do my work. Now and then, oho, acha, oh. All animal noises I made. And when he was tired, he said, Swamiji, thank you very much for your advice, Swamiji. What advice I gave, I myself don't know. But every day, every time, because Swamiji, pain, complaint about the pains. Okay, pains, understandable. Then sorrows. Daughter-in-law did this. Son-in-law did that. Son did this. Wife, eternal problem. Complaint every day. What can I do? So one day I told him, at least I'll give him one sentence to remember so that he can reflect upon it. So I told him, look, OG, I don't want to give the name. OG, before O there is a name. OG, what you should do is, when you call me, first you must say, Swamiji, I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not the intellect. I am pure consciousness, Chinmaya. That you have to say first. Then, whatever you want to say, you say. Okay, Swamiji. He agreed to that. And next day he called me and said, Hari Om, Swamiji, Hari Om, Oji. Swamiji, I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not the intellect. I am pure consciousness, Chinmaya. I said, very good. Oji, how are you? Not good, Swamiji. Moment how are you, that one question. Just now he said, I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not the intellect. I am pure consciousness, Chinmaya. How are you? Not good. Why is this? Because simply saying, I am not the body, I am not, nothing will happen. As long as the identification lingers. Even when I say I am not the body, I am not the... Still there is a feeling that I am this. Therefore I am saying I am not. Remember, I am not a rat. I am a man. I am not a rat. I am a man. If somebody says that, what is the... If I start telling you, I am not a rat, I am a man, what will you think? Are you still thinking? See? Even to say I am not a rat and asserting I am a man, what does it show? What am I? I am not a rat, I am a man. If I am saying, what am I feeling? I am rat only, I am feeling I am rat, but I am asserting I am not a rat, I am a man. Isn't it? Think. If I am a man, why should I tell I am not a rat and I am a man? Suppose I tell everybody, look, I am a man. The other way, they start suspecting after that statement. We never suspected before. Now we start suspecting. So, As long as we are identified here, simply saying, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, is useless. The identification must shift. We should start feeling, I am not. If I am the body, then I am born. Am I the body? Because I am conscious of it. So I must be something other than what I am conscious of. I must be something other than the body. So we should start feeling, I am not born. I cannot grow old. No senility. No decay. No death for me. Liar. Dehanyatvat name janma jara karshya laya adaya. Adaya means etc. No birth, no growth, no disease, no decay, no death. This is what the feeling must start. You must start feeling that. Not saying. Start feeling. I have no birth. I have no growth. I have no disease. I have no decay. I will not die. Then, Shabdadi Vishayaihi Sangaha Na. Na means not. With what? Shabda Adi Vishayaihi Sangha. Sangha means attachment. Attachment to the sense stimuli. I am not attached to any sense object. How? How is that you are not attached to any sense object? Because Nirindriyataya. Because I do not have any sense organs. I am senseless. Don't understand in the wrong way. I am without any senses. Therefore, I am not attached to any sense object. See, the attachment to sense object comes when I am attached to my senses. When I identify with the senses, I am seeing a beautiful object and I superimpose joy on it, happiness on it, and then I want it. That's called attachment. Attachment means I, the BMI, want, OET. So I and I want is called attachment. So I want, because I am the sense organs, therefore I want the sense objects. But here, I am not attached to any sense object. Why? I have no sense organs. I am other than the body, therefore no birth, growth, disease, decay, death. I have no sense organs. But when the eyes are seeing, I say, I am seeing. When the ears are hearing, I am hearing. Because identified with it. So as long as the identification lingers, there will be attachment to the sense objects. Imagine Shankara gives in the Viveka Chudamani, the 5 creatures of the world. Each creature is attached to only one sense object, one sense stimuli. Because of the creature's attachment to one sense stimuli, it dies. You know the 5 creatures? Kuranga, Matanga, Patanga, Meena, Bhringa. These are the 5 creatures. Kuranga means not a Tamil Kuranga. Kuranga in Sanskrit, deer. People call me also, Swami, deer Ananda. Deer Ananda, Deer Ananda. Deer Ananda, I don't know what deer Ananda. Are you Swami Deer Ananda? I think so. What else can I say? Deer Ananda. Are you Deer Ananda? Deer Ananda means I should say I may be. No. And by the time you make them pronounce, the time will be gone. So better agree. So deer is one. The deer is attached to Shabda, sound. How the hunters kill the deer. They make beautiful music. When they make the music, the deer is so attached to the sound. It is eating the tender grass. As it's eating, the grass is hanging down its mouth. It just watches that head turned towards that direction of the sound. An easy target for the hunter. The deer dies. Why? For the deer, the sound is very dear. Deer dies. Gone. Kuranga. Matanga. What's Matanga? Elephant. You sing bhajans and all, you sing Matanga Vadana Ananda Sadana. Don't you sing the song? Matanga Vadana is elephant, Swamiji. Ganesha. So Matanga, elephant. Elephant is attached to touch. So to trap a male elephant, they keep a female elephant. In between they put a ditch. That too like a V-shaped ditch. And the elephant runs and then falls in the ditch. And when it falls in the ditch, the legs are not touching the ground because it is stuck in that. So until it is tamed, they will not bring it out or they will kill it. So elephant dies because of attachment to touch. Kuranga, Matanga. Patanga, moth. Whenever the moth sees a flame or fire, voluntary cremation. Such an attachment to the light, to the sight, the moth dies. Even when you are driving in the highway in the night time, early morning you see on your headlights so many dead moths because they saw the light coming and the car is going 60 miles, they are also coming equally speed of 60 miles and then dash. Immediate chutney. Attachment to sight. So moth. Kuranga, Matanga, Patanga, Meena. Meena is fish. Fish is attached to taste. In the olden days, the fish at least had a last bite of the bait. In the modern times, even the last bite also is not a real worm or a fish. It's given a plastic, electronic bait. So last bait also not got. Because of the attachment to taste, the fish dies. And last, bhringa. Bhringa is the honey bee, the bee. The bee is so attached to the fragrance, it goes into the flower and so much involved into it, forgets itself. And then, when the sun sets, the flower closes. And the bee, samadhi. Isn't it? So these 5 creatures, Kuranga, Matanga, Patanga, Meena, Bhringa, 5 creatures, because of their attachment to one sense stimuli, they die. Now Shankaracharya asks, Naraha. Naraha means a human. Panchabihi anchita. A human being is attached to all the 5. What will happen to a human who is attached to all the 5? The poor creatures being attached to only one and they die. And a human is attached to all the 5. What will happen to him? Same thing. Ayogyan bhavati. Ayogya bhavati. That's all you see. So, Shabdadi Vishayaihi Sangaha Nirindriyataya Nacha. I am not attached to sense objects because I have not got the sense organs. Because the identification has shifted. What is the eyes of consciousness, ears of consciousness, nose of consciousness, tongue of consciousness? Isn't it? No eyes, no ears, no nose, no tongue. But your eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin cannot function without it. But it does not have anything. So I do not. So identification is there. Therefore, I am not attached to any sense stimuli because I am not attached to sense organs. So, Shabdadi Vishayehi Sangaha na Nirindriyataya nacha. It's a beautiful verse. So, this is at the physical body. What about the subtle body? Amanastvat. Since I am not the mind, I am not the mind. Since I am not the mind, what is the reaction? Amanastvat name dukkha. No dukkha for me anymore. I am sorrowful is the sign of ignorance. Think about it. I am sorrowful. How do you know that you are sorrowful? Oh, Swamiji, I know I am sorrowful. If you are knowing that you are sorrowful, who is knowing? I am knowing. If I am knowing, the known must be different. When I know that somebody else is suffering, somebody is in sorrow, am I in sorrow? Imagine if you are in sorrow. Am I in sorrow? See, you yourself know it. Think. So too, if you are knowing the sorrow, who are you, the knower of the sorrow? The knower of the sorrow cannot be sorrowful. But we don't pay attention. Moment you feel sorrow, you feel the sorrow of the mind. Moment you feel the sorrow of the mind, then what you start? You start distributing the sorrow to everyone, and others start. Not only you suffer, others suffer along with you. At that time, if you tell this Vedantic vision, you are not sorrowful. Try that. Especially when your spouse or in-law are saying, I am sorrowful. You try that technique. You are preparing for your sorrow of the day. So what is the best technique at that time? When somebody complains to you about the sorrow. To make them get out of the sorrow, what's the best technique? You should tell them, what is this much sorrow? How are you able to bear? Nobody can bear this much of sorrow. You see that person. He's coming out of it, immediately he's coming out. Can you please tell me, how are you able to bear this sorrow? From the childhood onwards, this was there. I could. He's quickly coming out of it. He will not even thank you, because this is the best way. And please, whenever when I meet you, you must also give me the guidance. Please tell me how to bear. Whenever I'm in sorrow, I will come to you. Yes, whenever you are in sorrow, come to me. And he will go away from you. This is the best technique. So, if I myself start thinking, I have no sorrow because my mind is sorrowful. I am not sorrowful. If my dog is scratching its ears, should I also? Why are you doing that? My dog scratching. Why don't you take your leg and scratch? The dog is the leg only it's doing. My dog is scratching, so why should I scratch? So to my mind is sorrowful. Why should I be sorrowful? But I am mind today. Therefore, to detach from the mind is all the satsanga meant. So, amanastvat, because I am not the mind. Therefore, I have no sorrow. Not only sorrow. Raga, dvesha, bhaya, adaya. Raga, dvesha also. I have no raga, I have no dvesha. Imagine these two, if they are not there, your life will be so peaceful. More the raga, more the dvesha, more the sorrow. Because if you have raga, attachment to something, and you don't get it, what is the turnover? I like it, I didn't get it. What? Sorrow. I did not like it, therefore I got it. Sorrow. Both the ways sorrow. Raga dvesha is the root cause for our sorrow. So lesser the raga dvesha, greater the peace. So name raga dvesha. Why? Amanastvat. Since I am not the mind, I do not have the mind. Therefore, no dukkha, no raga, no dvesha, no bhaya also. The fear comes because of the identification with the mind. The mind is the I thought. I thought is the mind. And what are the OET? Other thoughts. Mind is I thought. And OET objects are other thoughts. So these are the transaction between I thought and other thoughts is samsara. When I am not the mind, I have no fear because there is no I thought and other thoughts in me. When the I thought comes, then only other thought, then the fear, etc. starts. Only in duality there is fear. In one, no fear. Do you remember any example? Which example do you remember? You are sleeping, very snoring away, and on your stomach is the king cobra dancing to the tune of your snoring. And somebody taking a video of the... And what will they be thinking? What a fearless person. Right? And why no fear? No I thought, no other thought, the cobra thought. I thought is not there, no other thoughts or cobra thought. Moment you wake up means what? Mind woke up. Moment the mind woke up, identify the body, I thought has come. Moment I thought has come, after I thought comes cobra thought. After I thought, cobra thought. After cobra thought, Gunda Gabra thought. Isn't it? Heart attack. See that? This is what? So, name bhaya. Why? Amanastvat is a mind that creates the fear. When I am beyond the mind, no fear. So, dehanyatvat name janma jara karshalayadayah shabdadi vishaya sangaha nirindretaya nacha amanastvat name dukkha ragadvesha bhayadayah vasanas karana sharira. No vasanas for me also. No vasanas for me. Why? I am beyond the ignorance. Vasanas express as ignorance, desire, action. No vasanas means no ignorance. In the self, no ignorance. Ignorance is here. Here, I don't know and I know is at the M&I level. What the intellect does not know, you say I don't know. What the intellect knows, you say I know. The self illumines the knowledge of the intellect and also the ignorance of the intellect. So the self illumines knowledge, self illumines ignorance. That which illumines knowledge and ignorance, what is it? That light which illumines knowledge and ignorance is beyond knowledge and ignorance. So that I am. That's called Dehatita. So Gurudev was that. He is beyond the three bodies. Therefore we offer salutations to him who is beyond all the three bodies.
Om Dehatitaya Namaha